guys, what's going on? FMUpon here, and welcome back to Pathfinder WOTR Righteous. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had undergone a bit of a respite, but only soon after, like a week after the whole fight, we ended up discovering that we have become the Captain Commander of the next 5th Crusade. So, from there, we basically went through management, figured out what's going on around the camp, nothing too crazy, and for this stream, we are basically going to be going through the graveyard with Sociel. We are going to clear this out, and hopefully by the end, we will have cleared the area out with relative ease, mind you. And yeah, we'll have gotten a lot of experience. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. Alright, so, I should probably elaborate for those of you who do not know, but, I have done a bit of changes. Nothing that is going to affect the character itself, so I haven't done any respec on that part. But I have done something in particular. I've added one mod, per a community poll I posted. Given that you guys, or at least from what I've seen, you guys wanted me to do a bit of a change, as it were. So the only change that I have done is I have turned the weapons into weapon groups. So we have weapon focus natural claw, for example. So all natural weapons are basically going to be clustered into one group, essentially. So that would allow for all of our natural attacks to basically benefit from weapon focus and all that other jazz. It's not a extremely overpowered thing, but it does matter because there are feats that we can slowly get over the course of, you know, the time we play, and it's going to increase our benefits to attacks, damage, and all that other good stuff. Ultimately, though, to give you a rough idea on what we've got to attack with, while we're in this form anyways, we have a 17 to attack, or both claws, we have a 17 to our wings, and a 17 to our tail, alongside a magic gore that's at 12 because it is technically treated as a secondary weapon. Not as damaging, of course, but, you know, you get what you get, right? We only get half our dexterity because it is a horn attack, unfortunately, and it is treated as an offhanded attack. But hey, all of them are 20 times 2, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. We'll probably aim for a keen feat, so that way we can get a 19 to 20 as opposed to just not straight 20. Just to increase our damage output, but we'll have to see how the levels go. It's going to take some time for us to actually scale things up, but all in due time. All in due time. But I just wanted to go over that real quick. The only difference that is going on right now, at the very least, is that the attacks are basically just going to be 17s across the board, aside from, you know, the horn attack. But I digress. From here, we've got the zombie lords, obviously. We're going to loot those after everything is done. Sociel, we're actually going to leave alone here. We're going to just leave him behind, while Stein takes the forefront here. And we'll see how things pan out for him, because we got quite the dangers ahead of us. Here we go. We'll just name it as Graveyard Clearance, just to keep it simple. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so we got a mobility check that we can make here, if we so desire, which, you know, probably is for the best. I don't think we really need Sociel here, but, we should definitely check these areas out, so we're gonna make a trickery check here, real quick. What we can do, though, is I think I'm gonna take off my Lockpicker's kit, because we can easily go with the signets of House... Yeah, we can go for the signet of House Verspelio, because that is going to be a very useful tool for us, if only for the Intimidate, because we are going to be using that quite a bit, so we'll just increase our Persuasion by 5 here, and go from there. Okay, we're going to save here, that should be fine, and let's try and break this guy out.
This task is beyond me.
Okay, we reload and try again. because that is going to give us experience. I suppose we could kick out Sociel here for at least a little bit, see where we go from here. It really doesn't matter, I don't believe, if we kick him out, but I'll keep him around for now, just to keep to the part of the challenge.
The deed is
there
done.
We go. A half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods, and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. Who are you? Baroness Nidell Billard, at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate is not too far from here. Let me assure you that all of you are already welcome there, assuming you are properly attired. I hate to break it to you, but you are actually dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness. Do I look like a corpse to you? No. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed by saying such things to, The dead Baroness wags her finger at you in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? This simply cannot be. I shan't permit it. I'm afraid it's true. I truly am sorry. This graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. The dead woman covers her face with what remains of her decaying hands. So I died, but even in death, that accursed servant's abyss torments me. Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could lay me to rest? I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there is no place for me here, in this miserable form. How did you awaken? Do you remember anything? Allow me a moment to think. Seems like it, yes. Indeed, I woke because I heard a voice. They were reciting poetry, or a prayer, perhaps. I suppose those were the spells, then? It must have been your thrice-damned necromancer. Would you like me to pass on any words of comfort to your friends or family while you're here? That good-for-nothing band of hangers-on? Most certainly not. Thank you very much. I'm reasonably confident that they have already brought my estate to ruin and squandered the fortune I bequeathed to them. They'll have to do without my missives. Spare us both that indignity and embarrassment. You see, I would still be in the company of those I truly care for, were it not for your discourteous sorcerer and his parlor tricks. Rest in peace, then. Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewelry. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going anyways. So be it.
Godspeed.
In doing so, we are given a golden chain with diamonds, which is a little bit of loot that we can use. So there you go, I suppose. Never hurts to grab. We are a bit heavy and encumbered, but that could be worse, to be fair. We're going to pause here. We're just going to drop everything here, because we are currently a little overweight. And a bunch of shields like that, not so fun, I must admit. I probably could get rid of Sociel. I don't want to, though, because, well, who knows, right? I probably should keep him, at least for the lore of him being around, at least.
I have managed.
Alright, I've managed to go from here. We can now go into the loot here. Grab a bunch of that.
We march ahead.
Then we can make a mobility back, I do believe.
This task is beyond me.
Okay, that's a load. It's a good thing I did save. And we should be able to continue on with relative ease.
I always did what was right. Therefore, I became righteous.
There we go.
Whatever I do now becomes right.
200 and an extra 222 experience is always nice. Alright, we've got an AC of 36 currently. We're doing the best that we can, given our circumstances at least. Pop this open. Actually, I do want to check. Given our character's, situation. Yeah, we have got a 19, 19, and a 14, so We are slightly weaker in our current form. But we do have a greater to hit, I think is the benefit here. So that is something worth noting, I suppose.
Defeat is not
Oh,
an
hello,
option.
Zombie Lord. I wish I had charged you, but I guess that's fine. We can actually load, I suppose. Try and get a surprise attack on this guy. No harm in it, right? It's not like he's gonna get any benefits, to my knowledge, just from
Let us not hesitate.
being here. Let's see,
I stand ready.
There we go, okay. Let me actually check his statistics here. Level 5, he has power attack. He's got an 18 to hits, which is impressive. If he rolls a nat 20, he's got a 38 to hit, which is going to be a bit of a kerfuffle on our end. However, I do believe I can just reduce that a little bit by using a protection from evil, right? Because they are neutral evil. Yep. Undead are neutral evil, so the best remedy is protection from evil.
I will not fall.
Alright, let's go for a charge here. This is going to get the damage in. We don't really need to transform for this particular enemy, so no reason to change what we're doing. Alright, this guy's forced to just stay there.
Do not hold
And
back.
with the 3 attacks, we basically clear him out. At least we saved the citizen there. So Seal, you can stay back, I
I will
suppose.
see this through.
Let's save here. Because I do believe there is way more enemies that are going to be around. Yep, we've got a zombie lord and we've got another zombie lord. Both are pretty dangerous in their own rights. With 21s to hit, apparently. Which certainly proves a little bit more dangerous, I'm going to admit. Okay, let's just go for a... Yeah, we've transformed, so we got 38. I guess we can give it a try, see how we fare. It is a little bit of a hit and miss. Fey Aspect is still active. I should have turned that off. My mistake, but whatever. It's no big deal. Alright, now they're coming in. And oh god, are we going to have a rough time because they've got 21s. Yeah, no, we're probably going to get demolished here. Yeah, no, they're hitting on, we're going to need to reload that, and we're going to need to use the shield buff, I do believe. I think that's going to be our saving grace here.
I will not falter.
Okay. So, currently we have a 36. With a shield, we should be able to mitigate this problem. Yep, that'll bring it to a 40 AC. And if we transform, we should be fine to deal with the enemy with ease. Yeah, we transform, we get a 42 to AC. It'll bring it down to a 40. But when we do attack, it's going to make it a little easier. So, we're going to save... We're going to delete test. We are going to save on pain, which is our usual go-to when it comes to these sorts of things. And hopefully we can get the initiative on attacking, so that way we can clear out some of the enemies before we worry about them. Or before they become a threat. So Seal, you don't have to do a dang thing. Okay, yeah, no, they're all coming over, so there's no point in hoping that I'm going to get some extra attacks in. We'll just have to hope that this AC is enough. And go from there. Alright, we'll focus on this zombie lord here. Okay, back up. And we'll just pray that's enough. We do have the 20 AC, so we do have that advantage going for us. It's just a lot of enemies that are going to come in and start attacking us at this point. And we'll just have to pray that the 42 AC is going to hold out. Worst case, we will have to activate fighting defensively, but We should be fine. Okay, we're gonna 5-foot again. We're just gonna move Social out of the way completely. There's no need for him to be in the fray, as far as I'm concerned anyways. Honestly, if I can bring him over to a, if I can bring these guys over to a certain area, we should be fine. But yeah, no, these guys are, heavily relying on power attack here, I guess. Probably to get a KO on us. I could try and aim to get into a corner, though, and try and kite them. Let's start by going here on this one. There we go. But yeah, no, we're just going to get Social completely out of the fight. Make them more focused on us than anything else, and then we'll go from there. Although I suppose what I could have done is I could have swapped to a ranged weapon and fired from the square there. My mistake, really, but whatever. No big deal. We'll attack this zombie lord. There we go. So far, things seem to be going well. Of course, it is only a 5% chance to hit us, of course, but, you know, we're making it work. Alright. So far, so good. Of course, oh, it seems like that zombie lord's really trying to get in. Alright, so let's focus on you. There we go. And we're going to 5-foot in here. There we go. Yeah, they're going to start surrounding us here. I suspect our shield buff is going to lose out in a bit. Yep, as expected. So we're going to want to attack this one now. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have to, let's see, where's our buff? 11? Okay, so we are going to have to fight defensively after this turn. Just to increase our AC just enough to prevent potential hits. Which seems to be going on right now, so... Ow. Yeah. Fighting defensively here, so that way we only force them to 5% chances. That's better than nothing. Yeah. I'm feeling like my luck's arguably 100 times better today. I'm not sure why, but perhaps it's just a weird feeling I have. I don't know. Regardless, we are only going to be hitting for 15s, so we've got less of a chance to hit. But you know what? As long as we're hitting, that's all that matters. As long as we're getting the AC necessary, we should be fine. I mean, we are getting a 42 value for fighting defensively. Well, we're getting 4 dodge bonus for fighting defensively, I should say. So that's good. It does mean that we are going to be low on attacks because of the 15, but you know what? If it takes them a 5% chance to hit, at that point it's, you know, it's just luck not in our favor. We'll just have to pray that's enough. Ow. All the same, we are reduced in power because of that, but that's fine. Let's see, fighting defensively has reduced us by -2, that's fine. We can still do this, it's just gonna be a little iffy. Yeah, let's phase shape, it's arguably our better option here. I'd rather do this and have the AC rather than not, so keep to it. Pray this is not going to result in a negative result, given it's a 10% chance now to hit us. Okay, we are going to focus on you now. There we go. Nearly took out this zombie lord. Nice. Alright, that's a miss. Yeah, just gotta hope for no 20s, because that's the biggest L on our part, if we get it. Nice. That's actually some significant damage. Cool. We're down to 5 of those zombies, and by the time we hit a point where, you know, there's gonna only be 1, we should be fine. Okay, now for you. Okay, not dead, but still, we're working through them. Each one is gonna give us more experience. Now, of course, because we have Sociel here, you know, we're not gonna get as much experience, but, you know, we make do. We make do. Alright, that's 4 zombies, so that's 4 chances for them to get a 20. Just gotta hope. And even then, I suppose we do have the, fail-safe in regards to having a means of protection, so it's not a huge deal if we do fail at a chance here. But I digress. I'm rambling at this point. We should be able to manage quite easily with these guys. Alright. Yeah, so it's like a 45% chance for each hit that we make, which is basically 1 hit for each attack. What am I saying? It's like a 50-50 chance, so at minimum, we're getting like 3 attacks in each time, which works for me. Alright. Yep, attacks are gonna come in, as expected. Ooh, we got hit there. Okay. We should still be fine for a while. There we go. We are going to need to heal up, that's for certain. We'll probably use Sociel here to get some healing in, but we'll have to wait until we've cleared out this set of zombies, obviously. Okay, start with you now. We've still got 2 turns worth of defenses if we ever need it. Should be fine all the same, though. Yeah, it's... Oh, nearly got me there. I guess I could just stick to this form. We're still going to get an ADC of 40. We just have a higher to hit, I do believe. Which is technically 17, but it's not really going to cover us, so we should definitely keep the face shape here. It's the safer option. They've got a 10% chance to hit us, but we do have that failsafe, so we're just going to rely on that heavily. And thankfully, they didn't hit us, so that's good. We now have an AC back to 42. That's good. Let's see, what are you going to do? Yep, 20 AC. Good. Had to use our form 3 times. That isn't really a good thing. We're going to have to see about getting ourselves a at-will ability for this transformation, because that would be really ideal for us, I do believe. In fact, hold on. Let me check this. Hold on. Well, no, I'll have to check it out later, but for now, we should be fine. Just gotta pray that we're not gonna get KO'd here at this point. Alright. I think at this point we're gonna have Sociel start moving in. We don't need to give him a melee weapon, but we are definitely going to need to have him come close, so that way we can convert some spells into healing just for the sake of getting them ready to, you know, heal him, or heal Stein, because goodness knows he might need it. Okay, there we go. That's 1. Alright, this is the last guy that we've got to deal with. Hopefully he doesn't proc our once-a-day thing, because that would suck. But if it happens, it happens. At that point, it's just luck not in our favor, right? So we're going to go up to here. Alright. Let us swap to a crossbow here. Convert it into healing here. There we go. Now we have the casting there, just in case we need it. Done. There's a whole squad of undead guarding the door. Maybe we can look for another entrance. So, it's basically saying it, maybe don't actually engage the undead that are literally swarming the area. That's all it really says. Or at least that's what the game is trying to tell you. Which, you know, it's a respectable opinion. Not that I'm gonna listen, of course, but, you know, it's there if you want to listen to it. We're gonna save here. I'm satisfied with that result. We managed to get some significant experience, I'd say. We still need 5,000, though, if we want to level up, though, but, you know, all in due time. Let's go for the charge here, get rid of you. Because we are going to need to get rid of this. There we go, at 27 to start us off. Nice. Alright, we shouldn't need to change up our abilities here.
Do not hold back.
They've got a 19 here, so we're just going to go for the... Let's just go for the basic attacks in our normal form. There's no need to polymorph right now, at least.
Attack!
Yeah, it's basically just a 20-20 to here.
We shall overcome.
And we'll eventually get the kill here. Just takes time. That's all.
Do not hold back.
There we go. Alright, we've managed to get a bit more loot here. I'm gonna have Sociel heal us here with a Cure Serious. We'll do the same here. That should do it for now.
I stand ready.
We got a whole bunch of zombie lords here with many of their shields and whatnot. Alright, so we've got two choices. We can either engage into melee here, or we can go across the edge. So I do believe this area is going to stay no matter what path we go, but let's see what we're going to be facing. We're going to be facing zombie lords here. And skeletal champions. They have bludgeoning resistance, they've got rapid shots. They've also got longbows, which are going to be 25, or 2 25s and a 20. Which is an absurd thing, but we should be able to handle it. If we try, that is. I'm going to see how viable it is to attack them. Just straight up. But we will see. I can't charge there.
Our path leads on.
I think I can get an attack off here. It's just a matter of actually hitting these guys. So if we transform and we use the shield buff, that is going to give us a 40 AC, and this should bring us up to 42 at least, if not 46. So if we use the shield buff, that's going to bring us to 40. Transform. That is going to give us 42 AC. We're going to turn off fighting defense. Well, no, we'll keep fighting defensively on. We'll turn on Fey aspects. Alright, there we go. Oh, there's multiple archers, actually. Okay, so this is actually going to be much worse than I thought. Oh god, okay. Okay, so yeah, no, we should probably actually go the other way around then. Because I don't think I can handle all those archers. Not realistically, anyways.
Let us not
Defeat
hesitate.
is not an option.
That's a load, because I accidentally just rushed in. No biggie, no biggie. We'll manage, given some effort. We just need to take out the necromancer after all. Take out the necromancer, and the rest just fall into line, so... Alright, so we need to make an
Let us
athletics
not
check.
hesitate.
DC 20. I do believe we have a higher athletics thanks to our... boots? I thought I had some boots that help with athletics, but I think that might be in the other game. I might be mistaking games here. 1 second. Regardless, we will save here. And let's see
Our
how
time
Stein
has come.
fares.
A rest would be welcome.
Okay, that's a load, because we need to succeed these checks in order to get experience, as you know, and to avoid being fatigued, because we don't want that. Fatigue sucks.
Let us not hesitate.
There we go.
Together we stand.
Now, we can do another athletics just to jump down. I'm going to do that just to get the experience.
I have managed.
There we go.
I will see this through.
That is 2 sets of experience. We'll do it again.
Stand ready. I do not believe this is possible.
That's fine. As long as we get 3 successful checks, then we can move on, because we're going to get around 444 experience from
Let us
each
not
one that
hesitate.
we succeed. There we go.
Godspeed.
Got a DC 19 because of a ladder here. We've also got a lock here that we can open. We're just going to need to save and open it.
The deed is done.
There we
Let
go.
us press on.
Lock is arguably the easier of the options that we could have gone. Gonna save here, and then we're gonna climb up here.
I have managed.
There we go. Oh, right. Now that I think about it, we actually get our own skill or experience from
Deed
this.
is done.
So yeah, no. Even then, so Seal's not getting the benefits from this. So there you go.
The deed is done.
All right. With that, we've managed to clear the area here. We've managed to get as much experience as possible. We've still got around 4K experience left that we've got to cover, but other than that, we should be fine. Alright, with that, though, we should be good to move on here. Let's see. What's going on here? Who are you? What do you want? All you have to do is die in the name of Baphomet. Have faith, you can do it. Oh, well. Well, at least Socio cleared out some of the foes, so that's good. Oh, yeah, no, he's cleared out most of the enemy. There you go. Good job, Socio. This is the end of your blasphemous magic. I won't let you harm the living or the dead anymore. Do you think I need your permission? Hey, you, bone bags. Stand up and kill. Oh, okay. We've got more undead coming in. We just need to kill the necromancer, I believe, so it's going to be a bit of a rush job here.
All here. I
So
swear
hopefully
it.
we can make this work. We'll have to see how we fare, though. Because, yeah. No, they've got a lot going against us right now. Yep. Ow. Okay, so let me actually check these guys. They've got rapid shots. Yeah, so they're going to be arguably... Okay, so these guys are arguably weaker, to be fair. But if we take out this guy, then we should be good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to reload here, so that way we can actually buff up before we go in. Because we're going to need shield, we're going to need to transform, just to make sure we've got an easier time, naturally. We're also going to need our blur effect, obviously, so... Yeah, we just need to make sure we're basically pumped up and ready. So we need protection from evil, we need shield, that's going to give us a 42 AC. We are going to want mirror image here, so we're going to try and get that on, there we go. We're going to use a blur scroll, this is going to give us a Evasion of 20%. Delay poison shouldn't be needed because we're dealing with just normal attacks, I do believe. Reduced person is only going to hamper us because it's going to force us into medium encumbrance, which maxes out our dex at a certain point. The only other thing that I can think of is really just using... Well, we're going to use protection from arrows, actually, because that's actually going to reduce the damage we take from arrows. And given they have such a high accuracy, we kind of need it. I'll use that to give us a boost to strength, just to give us a bit of an edge in combat. I think that's everything I can theoretically do here. Next to, obviously, buffing up ourselves. Using our abilities that we currently have. So, yeah, we're going to use Fey Aspect. We're going to pop Fey Shape here. We'll save on Pain. And we will just have to pray for the rest to work in our favor. Alright, here we go. Let us begin. We should be arguably faster at this point. Yep. We're going to make an effort to provoke from the zombies, if only just to get close enough to the necromancer, because he is currently the prime target that we need to focus on. So I'm going to move up to him. We are going to make a non-fight defensively attack, I think. Let's see. They have a 15 to hit, so we are easily going to be able to hit this guy. There we go. So, Seal, we want you out of the way, so you can just run off here, I suppose. Yep, you provoke every time you cast a spell, so that's good. And if we take out the Necromancer first, he's going to be in for a world of hurt. And then, of course, you know, the skeletons and zombies come next, but, you know how it be. First, there we go. Alright. So far, so good. It seems like we're actually doing well here. So, Seal, you don't need to worry too much about doing anything. So we'll leave you there. The archers, obviously, are going to be the next target, obviously, so we're going to focus on them. The zombies we'll worry about later, so we will provoke from them a little bit, but only just to get the attacks off on the archers. Alright, there we go. We're going to 5 foot here. We're going to get the Social up here for now. Leave him there. Alright, here comes Stein going after the archers now. And then we should be good. This is going to provoke them a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, you go there. Alright, so we're going to want to focus on this one. There we go.
I failed you.
And there goes Social. He's absolutely buggered. Really should have focused on that archer. That's my mistake. To be fair, I can just bring him back to life just for the sake of keeping to the game, but eh. Let's assume he's dead for now. It's fine. We can always bring him back to life. I just don't want to be dealing with the micromanagement of dealing with these stupid NPCs. There we go. 5 foot here. Yep. As I figured. Okay, so we need to take out the archers before we can take out, you know, everything else. So it was just a mistaken case of who I target first, but it's fine. We should be able to handle this with ease.
I swear it.
Okay. We need to reload that because we need to make sure we are faster than the caster. So that is the only thing that we need to cover before we go any further. But other than that, we've just got to charge certain targets. I know what we need to do, mainly. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a load because he's faster again, which we don't want. We want to take advantage of the initiative and get a better result than the necromancer, at least. There we go.
Won't fall here. I swear it.
Alright, there we go. Now we're good. So here's what we gotta do. We've got to move over to here. We don't need fight defensively just yet. We need to take out the necromancer. There we go. So far, necromancer's getting really injured, so that's good. Alright, so Seal, we want you to back up as much as possible. Okay. There we go. Now that's that. The Skeleton Champion is now focused on... Yep. We want to deal with that Skeleton Champion, then we want to deal with the Skeleton Champion here. And then we go from there. So, Seal, we want you to back up as much as possible to avoid line of sight from anybody. We'll go from there. For now, though, deal with the Skeleton Champion. 5 foot in the direction of that archer now. So that way we can focus on them. Alright. So Seal, back up to here. And now they're going to be focusing on me. Thankfully, I do have mirror image, so we do have some means of protection against the attacks that come our way. Not a lot, but it's enough, to say the least. Oh, there goes an image. But that's kind of why I used mirror image in the first place. We really should get a ability that allows us to use mirror image more, but I digress. We should be fine for now. AC is looking quite nice. Alright, let's just focus down the archer now. Done. Okay, we can take out one of the zombie lords just so we can get across now. And then we can focus on getting to the archers here, which are now the next problem that we're going to be dealing with. But that's fine. Can we walk past them? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to focus down this guy so we can actually move. Okay, there we go. How's our AC looking for shield? We got a few more rounds before we need to worry about it. So, yeah, should be fine. Oh, nice. We managed to actually, take him out. Nice. Okay, it seems like, these guys are not gonna let us go by, so we'll have to see how things pan out if we, want to move forward. Let's see. Our shield is, 13. Can we move over there? No, we cannot, so this zombie lord is currently blocking our way. So I guess we'll take you out now. Now we can start moving over to them. That's good. Oh, thankfully we didn't take any damage from that, so that's good. The protection from arrows is certainly doing its work. Alright, let's move over. And let's get an attack on you. That's a miss, but that's fine. We're going to suffer a big AC penalty here, I do believe, now that we've reached the next initiative order. Alright, zombies coming in. To no avail. We've got an AC of 42 currently, but I do believe... Yep, the shield is going to be gone after this, so we just want to fight defensively now. For the sake of our own safety, but I digress. 102 AC, that's nice. Okay, we lose out on some things. We did manage to provoke, though, so that's interesting. We are going to... Well, I guess we'll transform here. Why not? There we go. No need to change what we're doing. We'll use the last bit of our transformation here just to give us the edge, because why not? Now we focus on the Skeleton Champion here. And then we got the Zombie Lord. And it's basically just a hit fest here. He's only got like a 5% chance, so he's got no chance of recovering from this. So there you go. Done. And that should be another level. I surrender. Stop. I give up. Don't hit me. The young man in black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture. You damned rat, how dare you! Suddenly, Socio becomes a totally different person. The artist's delicate hands clench into fists, while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag! I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you. We shared our table with you, and took you in. Then you... I don't even know what I'm gonna do with you. Stop it! I surrender your... Socio ignores the priest's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits blood but continues, fighting past the wild blows to his increasingly bruised and busted face. You're a priest of Shaylin. I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Do you two know each other? We do. That's Narty, a tailor's apprentice from Canabras. We healed him after he was mauled by a dog. Then he became a frequent visitor to our temple. He listened attentively to our sermons, studied the goddess's teachings, and praised our art. Were you lying to our faces the whole time, when we took you in? When you sat at our table? When we broke bread with you? Were you planning to stab us in the back even then? The whole time. Now you understand part of it. Let's dig into the rest. The cultist curves his bloody lips into an evil sneer. I was hoping to lure you to our side. It wouldn't have been hard. We're everywhere, and inside you. I think you know it too. You're not like all those pious devotees. You pretended to be. Maybe you fooled yourself, but we both see who you really are. You have the same demonic rage inside you. It's a pity I never had the time to kindle you into a devouring flame. But sometimes you have to resort to a backup plan. Having you die at the hands of your dead friends was such a good idea. It's a pity it didn't work. Shut up! Socio swings his fist, but then stops it midair. His clenched fist trembles as he stares at the cultist with an expression of pure hatred. You want to kill me right now, don't you? But you can't. You're a good boy, Socio. So loyal to your goddess. They have to let me go or commit a sin, so I win either way. Witness the genius of our Lord Baphomet. Is he telling the truth? Your religion doesn't allow you to kill him. Yes. The Eternal Rose is known for her grace. She teaches us to show mercy to anyone who asks for it. It's one thing to slay an enemy in battle, but a captive. You must try to save their soul, to show them the beauty of the world, persuade them to abandon the path of evil. It's difficult, but the world is better for it. I'm just repeating your own sermons back to you. Come on, Socio. Try to make me repent my sins. Perhaps your kind words will make me abandon Baphomet's teachings, or the Shaylin for redemption, and start knitting some masterpieces of my own. Do you really believe this scum deserves a chance at redemption? I don't know. May Shaylin forgive me, but I've never had to struggle with this burden before. He looks at the cultist with visible disgust. I have no time to try healing the souls of villains. I was always preoccupied with healing the bodies of those who were hurt by them. The cleric looks up at the sky. Forgive me, Eternal Rose. You teach us to be merciful to our enemies and love them, but I'm too weak, I'm afraid. Grant me absolution from this sin, for this kind of love is beyond me. Just stop it, Socio. It's not worth breaking your goddess's vows because of filth like him. Socio looks at the battered necromancer's face. Then, as his bloody hands in disgust, he slowly lowers and unclenches his fist. Thank you for stopping me. I almost broke my vows because of this. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame, a disgrace. But I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should have never happened. Cecile wipes the necromancer's blood off his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander, and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. I surrender. Here, take everything I got. Just don't kill me. The cultist turns out his pockets. What do you think I should do with him? Cecile stares at the cultist, then through clenched teeth utters, I have no right to decide whether he should live or die. You are in charge here. I will send a messenger with orders to imprison the cultist. His deeds will be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Yes, that's the right thing to do. The cleric lets out a sigh of relief. Thank you. Cecile examines the devastated graveyard, then diverts his attention to the terrified town people. It's alright, you're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Cecile's soft words reassure them. As they work together, the graveyard soon regains its tranquil appearance. After a prayer, Cecile bows his head before the graves of his friends for one last time. May the eternal rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. Indeed we do. And while we weren't able to level up with all that experience, we did manage to quite clearly clear things up nicely. Of course, that said, we still need to deal with more, but I digress. We only got this transformation. I do believe we can go back and loot some other stuff, so let's quickly go explore around. Maybe we can find a little bit more experience that we can push in, but we'll see. We'll see. Needless to say, we're going to need to loot everything, so we'll have to get ready for that. Anything over here? Well, obviously there's a door here, leading into the skeletons. We'll basically grab everything. We should be fine to do so. Yeah, we're going to drop everything for now, but we will be marching out here at this point. I don't think there's really anything that we can do beyond what we've done, so... And there is no loot that I can recall here, so... We'll save on pain here. Well, no, maybe not on pain. We'll save on the graveyard clearance here, and then we will gather everything.
Godspeed.
We'll wait until Cecile rushes back. There we go. And yeah, we'll be on our merry way, I guess. Alright. Let's see, how did we do loot-wise? You know, we did pretty well. We got a bunch of stuff. Nothing too crazy. Few archer materials, few items. Nothing too crazy. We will then kick Cecile out of the group, and then we will march on our merry way using our own 2 feet. So, we're going to go to F10 here. As you can see, we've got the weapon focus mod. We got a specific type of weapon focus, I should say. Let's remove Cecile from the active group. There we go. We are currently level 9. Sucks that we couldn't level up there, but that's fine. We should be able to manage quite well. So, for now, what we're going to do is we are going to go over to the camp here. We are going to be a little fatigued because of this, but that's fine. We are going to be exhausted here, so we're just going to enter a location here. We are going to grab some munchies to go with, and then we'll go from there. But a quick restoration scroll will get us removing the fatigue and exhaustion, so just a matter of doing that. But obviously, we want to first and foremost, obviously, deposit our items here. So, oh, hello. A message from the commander. A knight in simple armor lowers his voice. I'm the Queen's bodyguard. She sent me to tell you she's arrived in Camp Incognito as planned. You can find her where the minor nightly orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her. Tell Her Majesty I will come at once. Certainly. Well, it seems like we've got a, yeah, we got that going for us. Let's quickly sell some stuff here real quick. There we go. We get some cash because of all this. Always nice. And off we go, I guess. We are going to be exhausted, obviously, but we can only do so much about that. I mean, we're going to be at 2 strength here no matter what, so we're just going to have to hope the overload isn't that too much of a burden. But I digress. We can go see Queen Galfrey over here and go have a chat with her. Because why not? Let's save here. I'm quite satisfied with the results thus far. And I do believe we'll get some experience here, maybe? Queen Galfrey nods to you cordially. Her armor is plain and unadorned. As promised, I entered the ranks incognito, along with a few bodyguards. I've introduced myself as Kitrain, an old friend of yours. I'm a knight of a minor order, the Green Crows. We should see how long it takes Nevia to sniff me out. Why did you decide to join the crusade after all? Because I have a curious mind. I'm quite unable to sit and do nothing for long. The Queen smiles, but then grows serious. You asked me a difficult question. I must remain safe as possible. But as safe as possible, rather. My death or abdication would sow chaos among our forces. However, I am not only a queen, I'm also a paladin by Omade. It is not in my nature to sit in a palace with my sword sheathed. In a manner of speaking, your request was simply a convenient excuse for me to be where I belong, crusading against the demon hordes. Besides, I'm curious to see my new knight commander in action. I have a question for you as well. Why did you wish for me to join the crusade? I just wanted to know you better. Surely you know how intriguing you are. Enough, Commander. Everything that could possibly be known about me has been written in the chronicles and notarized. May I ask you a personal question? I've learned so much about Queen Galfrey from chronicles and legends, but what about the other Queen Galfrey, the one that the historians and bards cannot see? That Galfrey is an old woman, weighed down by a great burden. But she has not lost her passion. She will make the feathers fly when the time comes. Mendop is lucky to have such a queen, and I'm twice as lucky, for she has agreed to fight by my side. Strange, you say. Agreed to fight by my side, but what I hear is agreed to... Okay. Alright, well, I'm just going to quickly go through the dialogues, and we'll be done. Alright, well, regardless, we did what we could. We talked with the Queen Incognito. I do believe there's a few other things that we can do. But the majority seems to be just objectives that we are going to do no matter what, so it's no big deal. We need to find lost relics of the Crusader. In Pursuit of the Past is a storyteller thing, I believe. Nothing that we really need to worry about right now. I think we're going to do the abandoned Houndheart camp next, which is pretty self-explanatory.
We march ahead.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to need to prep a scroll of restoration here, which we've already got, thankfully. So we can use that in prep of where we're going. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to use the, well, when we get to the area that we need to go, we are going to recruit Sela here, and then we will have her along for the ride as we go and get what we can from the next area. So, next area we've got to go is the Houndheart camp. And there's somebody on the road. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Golarion. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk up the high bank of the West Selen River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rise a series of cliffs too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends. The shade of Mercury on the horizon rising to dirty dust, as it arcs above the soldiers' heads, regains the familiar azure hue. The soldiers whispers and grumbles. The commander feels eyes upon his back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armor and unrecognized by anyone, the ruler of Mendev is standing and watching the new commander closely. The commander gives the signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There, he decides to... Let's look around first. There's a strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on the side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to address the soldiers and boost their morale. Establishing a rapport with his troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose face and authority. Addressing the army on the border of the world wound, the commander seeks to establish himself as a military leader of this new battleground, and his efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, and smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers warily beneath a shroud of low black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger onto the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes, one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, right above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off from the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the whirlwind has ended in their favor. And we're sure to meet more of them. But for now, let's start with settling up our army here. We need a general, if we can get one. Let's see. What does it take to get a new general? I think it takes 2,000 points. We don't need group manager right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to merge you two together. There we go. Bring the Crusader Army 2 to 1 here. There we go. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go march to this group here, I think. That's going to give us 1,000 finance, which should be enough to get us a general, which is what we need right now. So if we get the general, then we can start getting levels on them, because we do need the levels. And we'll go from there. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Let's aim for this group of giant flies to start with. There we go. We're going to make a chop against that one there. There we go. That is half their forces. There we go. Let's whittle down this force here just to get rid of it. Out. There goes some of our troops. That could be worse, to be fair. Alright. That's nearly all of them. Now we get the guaranteed kill. Now it's just one group left. Now we just gotta whittle these guys down and weaken their armies. Ultimately enough just to get the point across that these guys are not gonna kill us, so... We'll just completely just destroy their armies. There we go. Slowly but surely. There we go. 13. 6. 3. Yeah, we're not going to take too much damage now. There we go. Nice. And that's a kill. There we go. That's going to give us enough resources, I do believe, to get ourselves a commander for our armies. Or at least a general, I should say. Alright, let's see. Can we assign a general? No, we cannot. And we don't want them to journey. Assign a general. Here we go. Let's recruit a new general. None of them really appeal there. There we go. We're gonna go with Chief Agaboya because she's just the best to have. Apparently I forgot... Yeah, no, there we go. Chief Agaboya has been recruited. Now we can have them go over here to deal with this fortress here. Gonna save. And the Crusaders' army is gonna march up. And we're gonna start off by dealing with this demon army fortification, I'd say. Let's go fight them. Why not? Experience, as you know. Alright, let's just start spamming Scorching Ray. We're gonna get rid of... Let's see, we can get rid of the cultists, or we can go for the cultist fighters. I'm gonna go for the cultist fighters here. Bada boom. That's gonna get rid of half of their forces there. Nice. The archer is gonna do a 1 to 3 here. Alright, we want to march up to here, I guess. They're gonna start marching up. We got another casting. We'll cast this on the cultist here. There we go. We're just gonna destroy this group, I guess. There we go. We'll get the normal archers on those guys. There we go. We'll start obliterating the cultist fighters now. There we go. Okay, let's go for a Scorching Ray here. Alright, let's clear out the cultist fighters to start out with, because they are the most pressing. There we go. Could be worse. Let's aim to destroy these cultists here. There we go. Just reduce their damage. Ow. Okay, let's take out you. Get rid of you. Then we deal with them. Alright, there we go. Bada boom. And with that, we've cleared it out, and we don't actually lose any more troops because we've actually got a replenishment thanks to Chief Agaboya, who is going to be carrying us through these battles, essentially. Alright. Crusader unit advancing north, encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war from to Dresden. The remains of the garrison from Videra's fort, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart from the relative safety of Canavras, and instead asked to join the commander's forces. A squad of Crusaders were caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the Yeah, so we got demoralization from there, but that's fine. We did level up, though, so that's actually a good thing. Now, we can either cause fear, which is a decent ability. We could Shield of Faith, which will increase the AC of our units. We can increase their attack. Or we could reduce the enemy's bonuses. I think Cause Fear is probably going to be arguably the best choice, because it will put them in a position where they might not even act in combat, which is actually a good thing. We've still got a few other things to do, obviously, but, you know, we're doing our best. This army is probably going to march over here. Yep, we're going to link them back up to this group there, so that way we can reinforce our armies here. There we go. We'll start clearing up this group, I guess, and we'll go from there. We'll save here, just so we can do this. Alright, pursue, just so we get the experience. We need to do that much, at least, just to get stronger, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, we've got a choice of dealing with footmen or the archers. Let's focus on the archers, get rid of them. There we go. Once the archers are done, now we can whittle down to footmen with archers. And we should be good. Okay, you're going to move, but we're going to actually hold your turn. Okay. We're going to hold off on casting any spells. Okay, you are not going to be able to... Well, you can move there. There we go. Now, what happens if we go for the attack here? I think we'll get a lot. Yeah, we'll get enough that we probably don't even need to cast more spells. Oof. Okay. Suit yourself. Go for the stab here. And clear them out. Yep, they don't even have enough forces to actually resist anymore, so there you go. That's exactly what we want. Done and done. That was really easy. Not even any losses as a result, so that's good. We'll have to focus on these demon armies in a bit, but obviously we'll have to wait on them. We're gonna aim for this guy here. We'll save. We are definitely gonna need a new group, obviously. We did level up though, so that's good. Let's see. We can't recruit anybody yet, but we can certainly get a new army unit. So we should probably actually name this real quick. We're going to call this Advanced Squadron A. So we're going to have 3 or 4 Advanced Squadrons, and we'll have 3 or 4 Defense Squadrons. That is the intended goal here with these sorts of fights. At minimum, 3 is going to be fine for both, so there you go. But let's swap over to our unit here. It seems we have leveled up, thankfully. So now we can take a level in quite literally anything that we want, as far as I'm concerned. And we should be fine, because now we're level 10, so there you go. Now, I do believe this will give us another mutagen. I'm not sure if this actually increases our amount of mutagens, though. So I will have to check our abilities when we get the chance. So first and foremost, let's actually move over to the Houndart campsite. Okay, before we do continue, we're going to hit this. We're going to add Sela. Alright, we're going to add Sela here. There we go. She's going to be with us for this specific one. And yeah, let's enter in and then we'll see what happens. Because I'm not entirely sure how this is going to pan out. Hopefully for the better. Hopefully.
I stand ready.
Alright, so as it stands, we've got one ability. I know we have one ability to use mutagens, but if we get a level in Mutagenic Warrior, do we get actually 2 instead of 1? Because that does matter. So let's see. Fighter Mutation Warrior, if we get a 3rd level, we get a mutagen. Now, I'm going to close the interface, obviously, and we're going to save here, because this will dictate a lot of whether I go fighter or just branch into something else. Although, I am going to need more levels of fighter no matter what, so that is something I've got to keep in mind. Yeah, we need to take levels in fighter, because it is important. See, we've got 7s here. We're going to need more athletics, obviously, but all in due time. Obviously, persuasion to use magic device are the focuses, so we want those. I think right now, trickery is honestly going to be our focus here. Knowledge or getting our knowledges up are always nice, so there's that. Yeah, let's increase our trickery, so that way we're at least we can at least pick locks a little easier for our own sake. But we do get mutagen here, and I think... Okay, yes, no, we actually get 2 mutagens. So, what we would normally get here is, we would normally get 1 because of Alchemist, but because we are actually going Mutation Warrior, we're actually getting 2 mutagens every single time. So what we can do later on is we can actually take a mutagen of Dexterity and a mutagen of Constitution. And that'll give us a boost to our Constitution and our... Yeah, it's going to give us a bonus to our Constitution. It's going to give us a bonus to our Dexterity at the cost of Charisma and, well, yeah. It's going to be a cost of Wisdom. Yeah. It's going to be a cost. But we do get natural armor bonus because it's an untyped bonus.
Therefore I became righteous.
So we should be able to actually benefit from both quite easily. But regardless, we are going to use the Scroll of Restoration. This is going to cure us of our issues. Then we are going to buff up a little bit. We're going to use... we'll go price in ascending order here. We shouldn't need heroism for this particular situation. But we are definitely going to be using mage armor because that is just a staple for us. Alright, so mage armor is going to boost us up to 31. If we drink a mutagen of Dexterity, that's going to increase us a little bit further. But I think 30 for now, unless we, actively need something, we should be fine. 31 should be perfectly capable. Regardless. Grab those. Let's see what we find around here. We're finally here. Alon and Curl must be around here somewhere. And Janna too. If they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Greetings, Sila, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Alon puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Janna puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing as usual. Alon is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us, but now you've turned into the savior of Canabras, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing. And now you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Sila frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you, I'm the same Sila, your friend from the League of the Cars. And we came here to help you look for Elon's ring. By the way, where is Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. Is there something wrong, Alon? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. Janna is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, and some not at all. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring was made of shiny silver metal, with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Alright, off we go. John and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something, or when we give up trying.
Our time has come.
Alright.
That is
We do have some things here that we can do. Obviously we want to take out these deer, because they are going to give us some experience. So we might as well take them out while we can. Boom.
I will not falter. I will guide us. These magics should be used in other ways. Strike as
There we go.
prevail.
I'm not sure we're actually getting experience, to be honest, but, you know, why not? It's actually going to get us stuff, so YOLO.
Godspeed.
Oh.
Together we stand.
Bye back. Okay, something's gone down here. I failed to skin, but that's fine. They are corrupt to some degree. Well, whatever.
Let us press on.
I guess we need, like, speak with animals or something, but I digress. It's no big deal. I'm not exactly a nature lover. Well, not in this instance, anyways. I am a predator. Or predator, rather, is the word. Okay, let's save here and let's investigate a little bit further. Knowledge World 23.
I have managed.
Torn Flag of the Houndhearts, a small but noble order of crusaders. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff, okay. I do believe there is some good stuff here, we just need to look around. Melted Shard of a Ring. There is the chest here. I do believe we need to be careful of that chest in particular, but we'll see. Let's save. The tent has been cut open from the inside. The knights apparently left in a hurry. We've got the Hat of Heartening Song, which is... Whenever we use a song, it also grants Fast Healing 1 at level 1, Fast Healing 2 at level 2, at level 5, and increases by 1 every 4 levels thereafter. Now, this might seem like a useless hat at first, but because of the path that we're going, it's actually a decent hat to have. At least on hand for, like, you know, certain instances.
I will guide us.
But we will hold on to it in a minute. But for now, let's just make a mobility check to come down here. Because I do believe there is stuff down here.
I do not believe this is possible.
Okay, that's a load. But yeah, no, I do believe there is something down here. We just have to make a successful check. That's it. And of course, we have to make sure we're taking this timely, because we are going to be exhausted in most instances.
Together we stand. I have managed.
There we go.
I will not falter.
Okay, we managed to get a nice enchanted shield alongside some stuff. The Divine Protector. It is a +2 mithril heavy shield that grants us DR5 magic.
Godspeed.
Which is pretty good, I must admit. Now, for the future, yeah, no, I guess we just go up here now. It doesn't take us any time to do. But yeah, no, we can't really use shields, if I recall correctly, unfortunately. If I could, I would have used shields in my build, but because of the defensive instinct, we can't really use shields in our build, which sucks. But that's just the price of, you know, doing what we're doing. Let's save here. Let's see what we find. Oh. Hello. A small closet demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It is holding a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine! Mine! Alon, look. Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of these before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack it all together, before it can figure out what's happening. Oh, well. Color spray. Mine! The closet throws its paws into the air and splashes you with a beam of colors. You hear innocent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring in the air and catching it. Mine, mine! Alon, Jana! Tila glances at her friends and turns to you. They're alright. They'll come around soon. Quickly, Stein. Let's catch this little rascal before it runs off the ring.
I stand ready. Our time has come.
Okay, before we do, it's not like the guy's gonna run away exactly, so we have time to pick the locks here.
The deed is done.
So we can grab things like that
Let
real
us
quick.
press on.
Regardless, Sela is gonna be just passively waiting. Hello, Quasit. Mine. The ring is mine. You can't catch me, silly weak humans. Let's save just to make sure we're not going to get Frenched somewhere. Come and get me. You're too slow. It's fun to play.
Our path leads on.
Give me the ring, you scoundrel. Before Elon manages to get to the closet, the halfling Kurl appears right next to it, right out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Kurl? What are you? Thrusting herself between Elan and Kurl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elan, stop! Have you gone mad? He's using a summon spell. Why did you stop?
They will break against our resolve.
Some lovely prey has just stepped into my trap. No, Elan, Sela, help! Damn it, I didn't sign up for this. Get ready, we're on our own now. Okay, Sela, we just want you to immediately move out of the way and just stay on the sidelines.
Hold on. Just a
And
little
of
more.
course, I'm gonna get KO'd here, so we're gonna need to reload that. That's a good thing I saved. But yeah, not fun. Let's make an effort to actually bulk up here, it seems.
Let us not hesitate.
Alright, so what we're gonna have to do to bulk up is we're gonna have to use this mutagen of dexterity here. That is a mistake on our part. Whatever, it's fine.
Defeat. Not
There we
an
go.
option.
Alright, it seems like we are in initiative here to be the faster of the few. Alright, we're dealing with guys that are going to have a 21 to 16. So we have a 34 AC currently. If we polymorph here, this is probably going to be our best bet to increase our AC. Although it probably won't be by much. If we fight defensively, we'll get another 4, so that is something that we can do. Let's 5 foot... Well, no, let's not 5 foot. Let's just transform. It'll provoke, but that's fine. Ow! God, they have such a good to hits. Damn. And that's GG. Okay, so yeah, we need to increase our AC just a little bit more just to make it so it's going to be easier for us to deal with these guys. Naturally. Although, I guess I could just intimidate.
Let us not
That is also an
hesitate.
option, to be fair.
Godspeed.
Alright, let's start with drinking the mutagen of dexterity, and let's buff up here, because it's clear that we're going to need it. We're going to need to use bark skin, so... We'll use bark skin, that will increase our AC up to 36. Let's use... We've already got the mage armor effects. Magic Fang won't really do much for us because we already technically have... Well, do we have a +1 to our attacks? From enchantment? No, we do not. Okay, so I guess we'll use Potion of Magic Fang to reduce our... Well, increase our to hits. Enlarging isn't going to cut it, but we can certainly polymorph immediately to save ourselves some trouble. Let's quickly get some healing in before we do that, though. There we go. Let's use a protection from chaos here. There we go. That's going to give us a +2 deflection bonus, at least. There we go. And this should be enough. Alright, let's speed through the dialogues and we should be good. There we go. Alright, well there goes Sela. She's immediately dead. We're gonna have to load that. Because we can't do that. Oh god. Okay, so I guess we're
Let us not
rebuffing here,
hesitate.
and we're gonna save on pain just so that way we don't have to rebuff again. But I digress. Alright, so where was I? I needed bark skin, I needed protection from chaos. I don't necessarily need blur, but I definitely need to have a higher AC here. I think I just need a polymorph and then we're good. We'll say, yeah, we'll polymorph and then we'll save on pain. Save here, there we go. There we go. There we go. And, of course, Sela goes down, which is expected, but, you know, we're doing what we can here. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now we should be good. Okay. We are going to make an effort to... Alright, so we have a 38 to AC. If we do this... There we go. We can now 5 foot here. Don't go after her. Gonna keep Sela on her toes by 5-footing. Oh, Elon is gonna have a rough time, but that's fine. Ah, that was painful. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Let's just have her heal. Elon's probably gonna go down here at this rate. That's fine. Yeah, down he goes. He's not dead, I don't think. So we'll just have to pray that he's not going to be perishing anytime soon, but that's fine. Alright, we're going to get some serious hits in, I think. There we go. Alright, let's go for an intimidate. There we go. We 5 foot back. Alright, Sela, we just want you to move all the way out of the range here. So that way you're not healing the Babao for some reason. Okay. Yep, they're having a rough time trying to get a hit on us. We're going to focus on the sneak attacks here. 5 foot back. Alright, there we go. Heal. And we'll just pray that this is enough. And, of course, the sneak attacks are, you know, gonna cleave these guys in twain. There we go. 5 foot a bit. There we go. Alright, there we are. That's 2 of them. Alright, let's intimidate once again. There we go. 5 foot. Make sure they're only attacking once every single time. And just keep Sela just healing or doing anything that isn't combat. So, there we go. Now we just deal with the Babaos. There we go. Pretty self-explanatory stuff. Could be way worse, to be honest, I must admit. Stein could be in a worse situation, but I digress. There we go. Intimidated once again. Here we are. Now, I can lay on hands him, so that is another healing method that we can employ here. We did not get the, They're not intimidated, that's fine. I should be able to just polymorph here and 5 foot again. There we go. Lay on hands. Let's intimidate. That's a fail. Lay on hands. Oh, come on, intimidate. Seriously? Man, they are not going down for the intimidate. They are not down for that. For some reason. And of course I go down. Great. Okay. So I guess the game's just like, no. God. Yeah, so that wasn't really lucky. Not really, anyways. But you know what can we do, really, right? All right, there we go. And we'll just have to hope our luck's a little better here. So, oh, come on. Alright, so it's our turn here. I guess we are just turning off the fighting defensively here? No, we want to keep it on, just to be safe. Alright, there goes one. We are going to move up to here, at least. There we go. Makes myself the prime target. Gonna move up to here. Let's see. Let's just do Battle Rage on Stein. This is probably the best option for him, honestly, so there we go. I could also increase his Charisma, because that would increase our Intimidate potential. But, whatever. Okay, we're gonna 5 foot this direction. Oh, there he goes. Rip. Let's lay on hands here. That should be good enough. Alright, the Quasit is obviously the weakest link, so I guess we get rid of him. Then we go after you. We're probably gonna have a rough time. Alright, lay on hands other. And we're gonna move back. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Let's 5 foot a little bit back here. There we go. Let's go with Touch of Good here. This is going to help with his Intimidate, I suppose. Alright. Bada boom. That's actually really good for us. Now we can do Battle Rage, which is going to increase his damage potential. And we'll go from there. Alright, who are we targeting? We're going to target the one that's most damage, I guess. There we go, that's one. And then we got 2 more that we got to overcome. That one is probably going to go next. There we go. Okay. I guess we'll heal here. There we go. It's only 2 HP, but it's fine. Failed to intimidate, that's fine. Let's give him the boost of charisma here. That should help with the intimidate. Did not cut it, though. It seems like we're rolling shite. But that's fine. We'll manage. We'll do this. Give him the boost. We're going to probably convert it this round. Nope, we actually don't. So there we go. We now do that. There we go. He is now flat-footed, obviously. Now we can go for the battle rage here. Go from there. Alright, I guess we can, we're gonna keep our defenses up, obviously, because, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. And here we go. Alon, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone in the camp besides some small harmless demons. So he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in redemption, scoundrels. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl's a good lad. He might not be a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Better let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. Alon, think. Sela was defending someone she thought was her friend, and she stopped you for doing something you might regret. I don't need a shepherd to light my path to save me from regrets. Can you say the same, Sela? Or you, Commander? You clearly have something to say. Go ahead then. Spit it out. Sela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger. And maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in the words that have stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins get their abilities gradually, but not with you and a commander. You were gifted incredible powers far surpassing seasoned paladins, with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift just at the right moment, and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed, that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. Began to worship you. The Green gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. It's not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has that brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. So, if I understand you correctly, I'm an incompetent leader who's never earned my position. Alon looks right at you with clear blue eyes. Bear me no grudge, Commander. I'm not so ungrateful as to forget what you did in Canabras, and how you agreed to help me. I said it to Sela, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The powers you've been given, and maybe your undoing, and the undoing of all Crusaders along with you. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time, and subjecting you to danger here. Now, at least we know that Curl is a traitor, and Jana is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for my gifts I bring. Alon makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Sela watches as he leaves, her expressive eyes filled with sadness. Everything's become so very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Stein, let's go back. I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Alright, but with that, we've cleared this situation. Mind you, it's not the most bright and joyful situation, but, you know, we cleared it all the same. Stuff happens. This is the sort of thing that makes the world go round, I suppose. But I digress. I do believe we've cleared the majority of everything here, so we don't really need to go anywhere further, so we're just going to go out. We're going to kick Sela out of the group, and then we'll go forward from there. So I do believe we'll have another camp set up accordingly. Yeah, the next camp is actually literally far further away now, which is not going to help us in the slightest, but that's fine. We're going to go F10, we're going to remove Sela here. There we go. Alright, our armies are now refreshed. We're going to save here just to make sure that we're fine. And let's have them attack and clear out a way for us. We're going to start with these units here. It does appear that there is a caster, though, so we have to be careful of that. These casters are no joke, so we gotta be careful. Hopefully they don't have the disintegrate ability on them, because that would suck. Okay, so the archers seem to be the focus of the group here, so we're going to start with them. Get rid of those guys. Alright, now we're going to focus on the cultist fighters. And we'll go from there. The rest we'll worry about as we go. These guys are going to march forward, so we want to march here. Alright, we are going to then incinerate... I guess we'll incinerate the cultist fighters next. Get rid of them. Now we'll fight the footmen, which are going to be arguably way easier to clear. Our warriors are going to march in, clear them out. There we go. Shouldn't need to worry too much about forces now, because, you know, we're going to only lose a little bit here because of our infirmary size. So it's just a matter of cleaning up the house, as it were. As long as we don't over-exceed the infirmary size, we can basically just continue our momentum. And we're actually getting more morale increases as we go because of, you know, the success that we've been getting. So there we go. Clear out the lots. And there we go. Done. Nice. And that's a victory. Only 21 lost units, but that is recovered immediately because of our infirmary size. We should be good. Alright. The traitors who defected to the enemy side of Canabras are dead. Nerosian expresses its deepest gratitude to Commander. Any more units? No, we do not, unfortunately, but that's fine. We can now fight this demon army of elementals, and then we can move back, I think. We will have to attack this demon army and find a lost relic to the Crusaders. It's going to be a bit hard to deal with these creatures, but I do believe if we take out the elementals, we will have 100 times easier of a time to deal with this. So, it's just a matter of time of clearing things out and making it work. But I digress. Okay, we've got air elementals, fire elementals, water elementals, and earth elementals. I think the most dangerous out of the lot is going to be the air elementals. Let's actually see. So the fire elementals, obviously, we won't be able to clear out normally, so we're going to have to clear out them. We'll start off by getting rid of the air elementals here. There we go. We're going to aim for a shot on the fire elementals because they are the weakest link here. There we go. Getting rid of the air elementals is going to make our lot in life easier. Yeah, so we're going to move over to here. Alright, we can either go for the earth elementals or the water elementals. I do believe the earth elementals do hit hard, but the water elementals need to go because there's more. So, now we can get rid of the earth elementals with damage. And we should be able to clear them out relatively easily, I hope, with numbers. But we will see. Okay, yeah, no, they don't deal that much damage, so that's good. We're slowly just going to whittle them down. So there you go. Yeah, we'll be fine. It's just earth elementals. They're not damaging in the slightest for us. So we'll just whittle them down this way. Slowly increase our... yeah, just slowly take them out one by one. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. An easy clear. We're using up a lot of mana to do this, but yeah. It's for this reason that we're going to get stronger, so we'll be fine. We do manage to get the Tyrant of the Mind. After pacifying the elementals, the soldiers found the remains of the cultist sorcerer in the middle of a broken summoning circle. Despite his apparently outstanding magical power, he was unable to control the raging spirits he had brought into existence. His stiff fingers were still clenching the horrendous flail he used as a weapon. It can be safely wielded by any non-good characters, and each time the wielder of this weapon lands a hit, the enemy has to pass a will saving throw or become afflicted with the equivalent of Dominate Person for 1 round. If a good character wields the person or the weapon, they become permanently confused even after unequipping it. It can be removed by a remove curse spell, which is interesting, but I digress. Alright, so we have a choice between going Master Maneuvers, Offensive Training, or Defensive Training. I'm going to go Master of Maneuvers because this just means that we get another units that we can add to our surplus. And we're going to make a move down here. We're going to save. And that is our army set and ready to go. And we are just going to start moving over to... I think we're going to make an effort to move to the camp immediately first, before we start touching into anything else. Let's see. What other companion quests have we got? Because I know we do have quite a bit. Current Glen. That is further up. North, so we won't be able to get there just yet. We will need to go to Chili Creek for Jannog. But there is a few things that we can do beyond that point, so we're just going to march our way up to here to start with, and then we'll go from there. Because we are going to need to at least rest up once before we go, but we'll save here. Do I even want to go to camp just yet? Not really. We do need to get some restoration scrolls, so that way we can at least continue with... Oh, hold on. Let's see what we get into facing on the road first, before we rush ourselves. Okay, we are currently in a deficit of strength, so we'll have to be aware of that. You know what? Actually, let's load here. I have a feeling that we'll need to rest anyways, so let's start with that. Okay, no matter what, we're going to be running into something on the road. We'll have to be careful here then. Okay, we're gonna have to drop some stuff here, I think, just to make it so we're lighter weight. Well, when we transform, that is. Drop these. There we go. This is gonna get us down to enough weight, I think. We'll use some scrolls of, or we'll use some potions first. Then we'll use the scrolls. There we go. That'll bring us to 90. We're gonna save here. Because no matter what, we have to deal with this. I'm going to save on pain specifically, just in case. And we'll just have to hope this is enough. We do have the Tankard of Free Spirit, though. So just in case, we will have that equipped as a precaution. But I do believe it depends on what we run into, because I'm not entirely certain what we're going to face here. We won't be able to move until we have enough strength to actually carry ourselves, because obviously we're way too underweight here. Kind of wish I had a normal restoration on hand, but I guess I don't. So we'll have to figure something out here. The most I could probably do is go phase shape, because that gives us a +2. Then we can enlarge, giving us another +2. So we're going to enlarge here. This is going to increase our size and increase our carry weight. We will then transform into a phase shape here. Oh, before we do, though, we are going to want to use mage armor here, just in case. There we go, mage armor. Let's use a protection from evil, just in case. There we go, protection from evil. What else can we do? We can't really do much else beyond that. I think that'll be enough. I hope, but we'll see. We can move in this state. It's a little slow, but, you know, that's just how it goes, right? Comes with being overweight right now. Drop that. And I guess we'll drop all these healing. That'll ease our burden a little bit. Alright, let's go by weight in descending order here. Drop all these. Oh, these are 0.1 pounds, jeez. Okay, we'll drop this. Drop these. Drop these, and these. And this. Boom, there we go. Now we're at medium, so we'll move a little faster. We'll save here and hope that nothing despawns. Which it shouldn't, as far as I'm concerned. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog, and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing the halfling jerks towards his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander himself. Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today, you might as well dry off at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug that smells of freshly brewed tea. Who are you? Let's reload. We do want to at least make sure that we are succeeding these checks after all, right? So all the better that we prepare. Okay. Yeah, we need to succeed these checks, though. All for the experience. All for the experience. That's the important part here. What is our AC anyways? We're at an AC of 29. Jesus, okay. Yeah, no, exhaustion really gimps us here, huh? Kinda wish I had a scroll of restoration, but I guess I was a bit too eager on exploration. Whatever. We'll try and find a solution to our problem. God, we're continuing to fail that. Well, it is a low chance, mind you, because we've got to roll, like, absurdly high here, but if we do succeed, it's going to give us a lot of experience, which is really good for us. So, mind you, it is skill check, so we would get the experience ourselves anyways. Oh, it's a 20. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, no, we're definitely not making that check. Not unless we nat 20 it. I don't really want to be around there just to spam nat 20s here. It is a good experience, though, so I should really stick around to do it. Let's see. I am going to need to use the tankard of free spirit here, I think, so... just in case. It is going to be necessary. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Dusty boots, the patch cloaks, and the mess kit lying next to the campfire all mark these 3 as seasoned scouts. Let's look around. The location of the camp was chosen wisely. It's safe and quiet here. No tracks in sight, the air is calm, but an odd feeling of wrongness lances through you like a sting from an angry wasp. Something isn't right. What are your names? Probably lifting his chin, which bears a... yeah. Sergeant Velhem... eh. Aren't you scared, camped out here in the enemy territory? I'll sit by the campfire, but I'm gonna get ready for combat. So, we'll have the... we'll sit down in our form, which is interesting. Oh, we've T-posed. Nice. Where did you get such an extraordinary tea? Let's load that. At the very least, we can at least try and succeed the nature check. I feel like that at least we can try, right? Might as well, yeah? But yeah, no, we are in a situation where we need to hope like we are, I forgot to summon, but that's fine. I need to reload anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Well. We'll get there eventually. It's just a matter of time. God. Okay. Let's summon some more units. Or, yeah, let's summon the units here. There we go. Okay, let's sit by. There we go. God, we're rolling shoddy. Damn. But yeah, no, we're gonna try and get this. I suppose what I could do is just save after I've summoned the units, but I don't really want to do that. Just in case. Well, I guess I could always save it under Pain 2, so it's no big deal. Yeah, let's save under Pain 2. There we go. That should do it. That way, we can say I did summon, so there you go. Man, I keep failing that check. No, we need to get the nature at least, so that way we can say we did at least get some more experience from it. I do want to at least succeed the nature check. That much I do want to do. I even failed the perception check this time. Jesus. Come on, game. God. There we go. Perhaps holy. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but you've never heard of it being used in cooking. You seem to recall that it causes delirium. Apparently being this far away from discipline of strict officers, the scouts decided to indulge in some happy dreams. Something's not right. Attack. Smirking brazenly, the halfling lifts his lips with surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue. Huh. Would you look at that, he didn't buy it. Enough of this masquerade, then, everyone. No more games. Three dark gray-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. The twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They are all just loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly, sweet, intoxicating smell, and in the squat kettle you see some slimy mushrooms, swimming in a disgusting boiling slurry. Who are you? Who are you? We are servants of Lord Discari, and you are the pitiful insect that got caught in our little web. Yet no. What was the point of this charade? Lady Anamora desires your head and will gladly deliver it. You think I'm at your mercy? See who real prey is. Alright. Thankfully, we've got plenty of individuals who are going to be great at fighting these guys. We are going to have to play it safe, though, and get some heavy defenses up. But, yeah, no. As you can see, we're in a bit of a pickle there, because we can't really, we're going to need a shield buff, I think, in order to overcome this, as well as blur. Let's load this back at the autosave here, because that's the only way I can see we're overcoming this threat. We're going to have to reload, we're going to have to save on pain, and then summon the units, and then go from there. But, ultimately, we have to make sure we're prepped accordingly. So we'll swap this for this. We are going to arm up. We don't necessarily need a large person, but it's probably ideal that we use it, if anything. Alright, protection from evil is ideal. We don't need freedom of movement. We don't need heroism here. Just need to overcome their defenses. So we're going to get protection from arrows just in case. Mirror image is always a good choice. Alright, blur is ideal here. Alright, we got a significant amount of illusions there, so that's good. Let's drop everything, so that way we can be better prepared here. Drop and drop, there we go. Drop these. Like so. Alright, let's use a bull strength here. There we go, that's going to increase our carry weight significantly. Okay, we're going to need a mage armor. There we go, 28. We technically got 30 because of the defense of the shield, or protection from evil. We are then going to need a boost to... Let's get shield here, so increase our AC even further. I think this is fine. Alright, we're going to polymorph here. We are still a little heavyweight, but we can change that here. 1 second. Let's go by weight in descending order here. Drop some things here. Let's use a remove sickness just... Oh, wait, we can't. Never mind. That's fine. Alright, we'll save here. And before we go and engage, we're gonna summon some units here. And we will save on Pain 2. And then we will go in. And this should allow us the success that we need. Okay, that's a failed, so we're gonna reload again. God. It's a hit or miss on whether we get the rolls here, but, you know, whatever. We'll make it work. Man, we're failing the perception check again. Okay. Game's just being like, nah. You don't get extra experience for this. Deal with it. Alright. I failed the knowledge nature check, which is a reload again. And we'll just have to hope that we at least get 2 out of 3. Because that is literally the rolls that we need. 3 out of 3 would be ideal, but we'll see. that's a load, because we failed in nature. God. Well, hopefully with this, we should have a better time of it. Like, we're not gonna be as bogged down. There we go. Draw our weapon. Alright. Alright, let's begin. Violence. And this time we have 100 times better protection for it, so that's good. Alright. They are all going before us, apparently, so that's just lovely. Mirror images are coming in clutch. Hopefully this will allow for a little bit more, but we'll see. We should be no longer flat-footed after this, so that would be good. Nice try. 14 AC. Okay, we're having a bit of a rough time with the AC part of things, but that's fine. The greater balances are coming in clutch for us. Okay, AC of 22. We're gonna start with, let's see. Alright, so we got an AC of 34 now. Because now we're no longer flat-footed. We can intimidate here. And we will 5-foot step a bit. So that way they can't just attack us melee. But yeah, no, we should have the AC to overcome this now. Because they failed to get the kill on us when we were surprised. So now we can just KO them. In earnest. Ow. Ow, okay. The lightning's coming in clutch with these guys. That's good. Alright, let's target the drowned knife masters to start with. There we go. 5-foot back. There we go. Force them into a position where they're gonna be forced to chase after us to no avail. Ow. Not a fan of the rolls there, but we'll see how things pan out. Ow. Alright, thankfully they're doing their job, which is good. We will deal with Vellum next. Okay, we're gonna 5-foot step in this direction here. Oh, they're going after the Lillins now. To no avail, it looks like. They're failing the snowball checks. Alright, she provokes, that's fine. Hey, got a hit there. Nice. Alright, I guess we can focus on Tran here. I think the Intimidate's going to be ideal here. There we go. Just prevent him from actually getting a full attack off at any points. So there you go. We should be fine with a 37 to 90, so... Oh god. The damage, though, seems to be not in our favor. Alright. Well, there he goes. There goes him. Alright, the Lilindazita is now going over. Yeah, we're gonna march all over to the Drow Magus here. Not having a fun time with the attacks here, but we'll manage. Yeah, nice try. Alright, thank you for doing that. Now we can march up to the Drow Crossbowmen, who are really wailing in on us. Oh, there's another Knife Master here, though. Interesting. Lovely. Hopefully we'll be able to manage. Oh, Fencer and more Knife Masters. Lovely. Just what we need. Let's Dazzling Display here. Force them into a bit of a crippling position here. There we go. See how they fare. You are going to provoke one hit. Ick. Alright. Now we're going to focus on ye Crossbowmen here. Alright, we're going to 5-foot here. There we go. we are probably going to turn back into our normal form at this rate. And I'm dead. So that is a bit of a bad situation, but that was just unlucky for us, so whatever. It's no big deal. We'll just have to overcome this again. I even failed the perception again. Damn it. Oh well. We'll manage. It's just a matter of time. Kind of predicted this was going to be one of the many hurdles that we're going to overcome. But it's all good. Alright. Failed to lure again. I really should just use the whole bloody heroism thing, because it's clear we need it. But again, I want to save it because we do have other areas where it's actually going to be more important to use. So I don't want to be just constantly using it, because we don't need the +2 for anything too crazy, right? And, of course, I failed that. Great. Lovely. Okay. Come on. I'm starting to get irritated now. Not to a point where I'm gonna pull my hair out, but it's just like that grating feeling about, you know, just not getting the successes that you need. Oh well. You know what? I'm really tempted to reload again, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Just a matter of time. Come on. I can get that Lord Nature check. I know that for a fact. Oh, God. There we go. Alright, here we go. Now, please. I'm not fast enough. Okay. So now this is going to be the biggest hurdle that we have to overcome. If we can overcome this, then we're fine. So as you can see, we're at a bit of an issue in regards to that, but it's going to take time to fix this, so there you go. Yeah, no, that 3... Damn, so many hits that they managed to get. Damn. That sucks. God, that 54 really pain. We're getting damage there. But yeah, no, we need a 5 foot here. Intimidate, there we go. God, okay. We're probably gonna get the L here, to be honest. So we'll have to see how we pan out. Yeah, we're gonna get... Yeah, this is gonna be a L here, probably. Alright, well. Knife Master comes first, I guess. There we go. 5 foot here. Man, they really are getting ahead of themselves, yeah. Okay. Okay, Vellum. Five foot step here. this direction, I suppose. There we go. Alright. Alright. Intimidate. 5 foot away. There we go. And I'm dead anyways. Okay. You know what? Maybe I load here. Let's rebuff here, because there is a few other things that I can do to make myself a little bit more defensible. Because I don't think I used bark skin, among other things. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop everything, obviously, like I planned. We'll need to obviously buff up accordingly. I'm going to re-equip this. There we go. Drop the armor stuff, obviously. We don't need the half-heartening song just yet, so we'll keep that off us, because that will reduce our weight. There we go. We'll just increase our health to 90. Why not? We're going to need everything we can get anyways. Okay, this is the start, so we're going to save here. Now we want to get every single buff that we need here. Okay, so the current issue is that we're taking a lot of damage from area, or attacks from ranged. And then, of course, there's the melee damage that we're suffering from. So, to start with, we go with that. Okay. That's good. Now, can we get a good roll on mirror image? That is perfectly fine. I can work with the 4 images that we're getting. That's going to help us a lot. Okay, we are dealing with a little bit of cold damage, I do believe, from the missiles, but honestly, we can just use a blur scroll here. We can use bull strength to increase our strength, obviously. Delay poison is always going to be nice, because I do believe these are assassins, so we're going to be dealing with poison. We'll use bark skin to increase our AC a little bit. We're going to be using a mage armor here. We're going to use protection from evil. What else can we use? We can use a shield scroll here. And that'll give us a 34 total. Haste would be nice, but it wouldn't work in tandem with everything that we got, so I'm not really holding my breath there on using it. It's probably for the best that I don't use anything strength-related, so I'm not going to use Enlarged Person this time, because we are going to be polymorphing anyways, so we should be fine. So we're going to save under Pain here. We are now going to transform into our phase shape here. We are a little heavyweight, so we're just going to drop these. That's going to bring us to medium here. We're going to pause here specifically, so that way we can set up our decanter here. There we go. And we will save on Pain 2 here, because this is the closest that we're going to get. And off we go. And that's a load again. But yeah, no, it's just going to be a few loads here, and then we should be able to get it. It's just a matter of time now. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see how we fare now. We should be having a better time now. Yeah, these guys are going to start casting their abilities immediately. We're going to have a rough time because, of course, we are flat-footed. Yeah, no, we're currently flat-footed, so we got 3 less AC. But other than that, we should be fine. Yeah, nope, they're gonna have a rough time because, yeah. Okay, okay, so she's flat-footed. The rest... Alright, the Drow Crossbow Woman is, flat-footed. But, Apsy is also flat-footed, so we can start by attacking her, I guess. Increase our AC by that. Then we 5 foot back here. This should make it a little easier for us to defend ourselves, because now we're at an AC of 40. So it's going to be way harder for them to hit us. As is natural. But because of the positions that we've got here, we should be able to deal a ton of damage, no matter what we do. Alright, the lightning coming in clutch. Nice. Oh, I'm stunned as well. Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lil Dazita. Thank you for stunning me. Lovely. You have only made my job harder for stunning me like this. How long does it last? Only a few seconds. Okay, it shouldn't be that bad. I'll live. Okay, nice. At least they're doing their job, so that's good. Alright, we are going to intimidate here. And we will 5-foot step back, so that way we're not in the immediate melee. Nice try. Okay, they're gonna try and get some hits in. To no avail, most likely. Ow! Cold damage, not fun. Oh well. They are still feared, so that we got that going for us, so that's nice. Okay, let's... Oh, we've only got half an action? What? Not sure what I'm, Oh, I'm suffering from the stagger from Snowball. That would do it. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm attacking the Knife Master here. And there goes my turn, I guess. Great. Lovely. I'll live, I suppose. It's not like I'm as damaged as I was before, to be fair, so it could be worse. Ow. Acid. Not fun. Damn. Okay, yeah, no, the Brayley Azata are really helping here, I must admit. I can attack for this, but I think I need the Intimidate here, so just to make it a little easier on us, naturally. Okay, we're gonna 5-foot here, make it easier for us to back up. Thankfully, it's easier to target these guys, so could be worse. Alright. Yeah, these guys are having a rough time of it. Alright, we attack the Drowned Knife Master now. And we're going to start moving over to the Drowned Magus here. This will make our life a little easier for us, at least. Okay, nice. Alright, that just leaves the Azata to go in. And she's going to have a bit of a time, to say the least. Alright, let's go over here. Let's see if we can't bait something out. Yeah, there they go. They're going to start attacking us, as expected. Preferably, we want to bait them out to, yeah, no, the Brayley Azatas are going to start attacking them. There you go. Let's make an effort to transform back again. Oh, and I think that's it for us. Okay, so we'll let them come to us. I do not know where that other one is, but I'm assuming that they're close by. Let's go over here. Let's see, what are you going to do? You're going to march over here. You're going to take a double move here. Oh, hello. Let's dazzling display here. 5 foot away. Ow. Ow, okay. It just instantly killed me, I guess. Great. That's lovely. Not really, but whatever, I guess. Oh, God. And I failed that. Okay, so... we just need to get luckier. We need to get luckier. That's all it comes down to in the end, huh? Okay. Well, whatever. Kind of predicted this is going to be a bit of an issue, but we'll see how things pan out. There we go. Now, hopefully, this will be a little bit better for us. There we go. Please don't actually take me out. That's the most important part here. God. Honestly, I'm just hoping the mirror image is enough. Jesus. There we go, nice. Lightning damage is coming in clutch. I didn't get stunned, thankfully, so that's good. Wait, this guy's... okay, so this guy's stunned. He loses his dex bonus to AC, so I think I can actually sneak attack this guy, can't I? Alright, well, let's start by targeting the lowest AC of them all. I think Vellum's gonna be the worst of the lots, I think. Yeah, let's take out Vellum first. Then we'll 5-foot here. Okay, nearly. Thankfully, the misses are coming in clutch. Otherwise, we'd be in a worse situation, to say the least. Okay, lightning's coming in. There we go, as expected. Sound burst, thankfully I succeeded that. So now I can attack this one, who is currently stunned. And I'll just step over here. There we go. A lot of knife masters, though, I must admit. Let's hope this isn't like a common occurrence. Alright. Well, there goes my illusion there. There we go, but whatever. Should be able to deal with the rest at this point. Alright. Let's intimidate. Alright, we're gonna 5-foot here. There we go. Make it easier for us to hit this guy. Let's see how they act. Alright, that's a miss, miss, miss. Yep. Coming in clutch with all these dodges, that's for good. That's for sure. Oh, I've been healed, thankfully. That's good. It's really good for us. Alright, now we focus on Tran here. There we go. 5-foot back again. Knife Master is really adamant on trying to kill us. To no avail, most likely. Yep. Yep, they are adamantly focused on trying to take us down to no avail. And I keep getting healed by our Relani Azata. I respect the choice, but I want to kill. Or I'd rather you start using your bow more. Ow. Okay, maybe a bit of healing, actually. Oh, well. That's fine. Hey, there we go. Alright, Alright, how many turns do we have until phase shape fades? Okay, phase shape fades, like, right now at some point here. If we remove phase shape, that's going to reduce our natural armor by 4, which is fine, I suppose. It's going to reduce our... It'll basically reduce our armor down to 3. Well, no, reduce our armor by 2, I think. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll move up here, and we will intimidate this one. There we go. Make it scared. That way it's harder to hit. Drowned Knife Master's coming in. There goes the little Undazata, I suppose. Rip us. Alright. Can I do anything else here? Well, what I can do is I could probably swap to a bow if I really wanted to. But I don't think that's the really better choice here. Guess right now the best choice I can go with is... Well, obviously taking off the Tankard of Free Spirit, because there's no point in using that anymore. The summons are going to be perishing in a minute, so there you go. What can I do here? I guess refreshing my shield buff is probably the only the best thing I can use here. Yeah, this will give me an AC boost, which is probably the most ideal situation for us. There we go. Yeah. Probably the right choice, to be honest. Alright, the Azatas are going to start making their move. Yep, they get desummoned. We are going to phase shape here, back into our original form. And I think we wait them out. Alright, come on. Off you go, Drowned Knights, Knife Masters, and whatnot. And, of course, this Drow Fencer is going to be probably the most dangerous. We'll have to see, though. Oh, no, actually, you're just over there. Okay, so you're an easy prey. Because you've decided to hang back, which is actually good for us. It's actually very convenient that you've done this. So, I'm not complaining. Yeah, you're just going to start circling back and forward, aren't you? There we go. We will 5-foot this direction. Let's see how you act. Yep, you are just going to go back to and fro. That is perfectly fine by me because we can transform here. And then we will swap over to our crossbow here. And we'll just start pelting you from a distance. Even if it does take, you know, eons to do. Because I'd rather that than wait. Well, I'd rather this than rely on the other methods that would get us the results. It's going to be long-winded, but it will be fine. I'd rather this way than the other. We don't even need fighting defensively here, so yeah. We'll just delay our turn, make sure that she's just going to keep going to and back, which is the easiest option.
Attack.
25% chance to hit, but low damage. But it is a thing that we can do, and it's going to take some time, but time that we can handle. Alright. Yeah, she's not in for a fun time, as you can tell. Oh well. I'm willing to wait like 30 rounds to make this work if I need to. If not 50.
Strike as one.
This is the sort of shenanigans I can get up to say the least. Alright, wait for it to come back again. Hello, Fencer.
Attack!
Alright, 9. That's still damage. That's pretty good. Not the most exciting form of combat, but it gets the job done, to say the least.
We shall overcome.
Really should probably swap Finian over to a light crossbow to make it easier on our weights. That would probably be for the best, wouldn't it? Well, among other weapons I could use,
Do
of
not
course.
hold back.
There we go. Well, she's half health now, so that's good. Well, basically half health anyways.
Strike as one.
We'll be fine. But yeah, it's just as easy as waiting for the drow to finish up. Pretty self-explanatory. Drow Fencer's not gonna have a fun time. Alright. But yeah, no, we're probably gonna be very overloaded here in a minute, so
We shall
this is gonna be fun.
overcome.
Okay, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna go to from, as expected. Yep. Alright. Whatever. At least we're hitting with a 13 to 8, so that's good.
Do not hold back.
I guess I could intimidate her, make her lose most of her AC as well. So there is that option as well. I can't intimidate her, though. You know what? I can just intimidate her when she comes back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's just intimidate her, see how that fares. Intimidate check failed. It is... Okay, so we can intimidate her with a high check. It's just a matter of actually doing it. But if I can intimidate her, then I can actually get better rolls off on our attacks, I do believe. If I roll successfully, that is. There we go. I've intimidated her for a nice, juicy 30. So that should be 3 rounds worth, or 2 rounds. She'll come back here, and she will still be intimidated, or shaken, rather. No, never
Strike
mind.
as one.
Okay, so we'd need to get a solid, we'd need to get a solid, we need to get, like, a 35 if we want to keep that up. Because that would only last for, like, 3 rounds, so... Sucks to suck, but, you know, that's just how it goes, I suppose. Well, at least it's easy enough to just let her go to and fro, so it's not like it's a big deal.
We shall overcome.
Damn. No crits, but that's fine. Keep it up, Finian. You're doing your best. Kind of surprised that she's being dumb here, but whatever. That's just,
Do not hold back.
AI for you. Well, this sort of AI anyways. You can get cheeky if you go in turn-based mode. Okay, come on, game. Give us some actual
Strike as
hits.
one.
Rolling poorly. Well, if we have to spend 100 rounds, I will. It's not like I'm doing anything right now, so... Okay,
Attack.
that's 10. Nice. That is going to make it a little easier. Wait for you to come back. There we go.
We shall overcome.
I would move over closer to try and get 2 attacks in, but I don't want to risk actually getting hits. So I'm going to be staying here and playing it safe. Because if we do end up failing, then we're going to
Do
lose
not
all
hold
of our
back.
progress, which is not cool. We don't want that to happen, that's for sure. Just let her come back, and then we'll go from there. Yep.
Strike as one.
There we go, 5. That's pretty good. That's still damage. As long as we're dealing damage, that's all I care about. We're definitely going to have to see about using a light crossbow from now on, though.
Attack.
Personal opinion, though. Whatever. Okay.
We shall overcome.
Alright, 4 damage. Pretty good. She's almost dead. Probably not the most exciting outcome here, but, you know, we're making it work. We're making it work.
Do not hold back.
I mean, one well-placed crit and we're basically done, so it's all good. As long as we wait for the crit, then it's basically done, after all.
Strike as one.
Yeah. But yeah, no, once we get a 20, it's basically over for her, so... Whatever. They stand no chance.
Attack.
Not against the cheese of the wall. Okay.
We shall overcome.
There we go. That's what I needed. One well-placed crit. And as a result, of course, I am now unable to move because of, you know, overload. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to take off... I'm going to replace Finine, actually, with a light crossbow. Let's see. Light. Here we go. Light crossbow. There we go. That should bring us to, yep, 20 pounds. Okay, so if we can reduce our weight a little lower, we should be fine. So if we take off the knife here... There we go. Now we can slowly move. It's slow, but it still works. Now, of course, we've got a ton of stuff to look forward to, so let's just transform here. We are still slow as hell. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff to look forward to, so let's just drop everything that we don't need. Of course, we're going to be grabbing it on the way back anyway. Well, we're going to be grabbing it no matter what, so... Okay, we are still overweight here. Let's go by weight in descending order here. Let's drop this. This. Drop these. Okay, there we go. Let's drop this. Really should sell these quivers, but alas. I'll get all these items in a bit. For now, I just want to explore. Yeah, let's grab those. Probably going to be heavyweight in a minute, obviously. And we're going to be very slow, but that's fine. I mean, once we move out of the polymorph, it's going to be fine. So, whatever. Okay, we've got a Drowned Magus with enchanted gear, apparently, so that's nice. The Fencer... Yeah. Loot here, we got a nice little topaz ring, which gives us a juicy extra bit of money. As well as everything else, of course. We really, really need a bag of holding, though, I must admit. Without a bag of holding, we're going to just be lugging these things behind us every single time, which sucks. Alright, well, I'm going to quickly transform again just to make sure we know we're getting around at least quick in this area, because we still got to check around to see if there's anything else. We don't want to lose everything after all. Or anything, rather. We're going to drop that. That is just extra weight, just waiting to be a nuisance. Okay, what else do we got here? Okay, nothing seems to be the case for everything. Okay. Alright, I think we've got everything. We can now rush back over to here. Make sure we don't run out of the Fey form, but if we do, then it's fine. Now, we're going to save here before we go, because I'm fairly certain that I'm satisfied with this outcome. So we're going to save on the graveyard here. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm going to need to grab everything, so I will collect all. Bada boom. And yeah, now we can move on to the camp. Because obviously we need that above all else. We need to sleep. As much as I hate to say it. We need literal sleep here. Okay. And there's someone on the road. Let's be ready, I guess. Once again. Back at it again with problems. Oh well. Let's see what happens. Commander, we caught a suspicious lad on the road. He says he's an ally and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armor, he's shed them along the way. His clothes are torn and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed from the acrid water of the whirlpools. Commander, my squad, ambushed beyond the river. Help. Give our guest some water and something for his wounds. The knight's wounds heal with the help of a magic potion. Taking a gulp of water, he catches his breath, and snaps his attention to you, and begins again. Yakir Ankel, Hellknight of the Order of the Godclaw, under the command of Perlicitor Reginald Derenge. Our squad is under attack by demons far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we are lost. Hellknights. They've supported the crusades more than once in our battle against demons, despite their questionable reputation. We cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they really are our allies, then of course, it's just... I kinda think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive after losing his infamous black armor. What we see here is a stranger without rank or insignia, who wants us to march to God knows where. Kinda smells like a trap to me. Yakur, who is attacking you and why can't you handle them on your own? Large creatures that attack from the air. Some are fighters, others are, at a guess, clerics with dangerous divine magic. They look like stone come to life. I'm almost certain they're gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky when we were setting up camp, at our most vulnerable, and they caught our forces at partial strength. The Perlicitor had dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. The flying beasts didn't fight us. They just fell at us from the sky and grabbed our fighters, and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. Where's your squad now? Not far from here, beyond the river. Not far for a single soldier who abandoned his armor and weapons, but we can't get across the river so easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can save anyone, it will seriously delay our offensive on Dresden, and will give the enemy a chance to prepare. Give me a reason why we should help you. The Hellknights are the former allies of the Crusades. I cannot make promises on behalf of my command, but under the circumstances, you must be able to convince our Perlicitor to join your army. Hellknights are in our army. It's just what we need. What do my companion think? Your companions look at the guest suspiciously. Hellknights. With allies like them, we've no need for enemies. If it suited them, they'd abandon us to the demons without a second thought, but we're not like them, are we? We have to save them. Well, it looks like a trap to me, but even if he isn't lying, Dresden is our goal. If our offense is delayed, we won't get another chance to retake the city. The Hellknights are heartless executioners. Saving people from the claws of demons is a good cause in itself, but these people are doing everything they can to become just like the devils. Jalen, forgive me, but I fear we should leave the Hellknights to their fates, and continue our offensive on Dresden. Do you recall, Prelate Hilrun? How picture an entire army of soldiers just like him. Do we need allies like that? If they die, I shan't shed a tear. We should help them, but only if they join our forces in return. We could use some fresh blood. Hellknights? No, not for all the gold in the world. Don't you know what kind of people they are? One minute you're just going about your business, next you're locked in stocks and there's a butcher in black armor standing in front of you. What knights are these? Never heard of them, but the name sounds nasty. Must be ghouls or wargs or something like that. I would stay away from them if I were you. Okay. We need to continue our offensive in full momentum. I don't want to deal with the Hellknights, to be quite honest. Yes, Commander. You hear that? Take him away. As much as I do want to go into that battle, I am not confident we will be able to handle that threat at all. It is such a hard fight that I am guaranteed to pull my hair out because I'm familiar with that fight in particular. I don't want to go through that fight, I must admit. I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole, if I must admit. But yeah, no, I do not want to touch that fight for a number of reasons, but it's especially because I just don't want to be touching on it in particular. Because of its, you know, obvious danger to us. We're going to sell everything that we don't need. There we go. We'll keep the heartening song hats. We will sell everything of these here. Because we're not going to be using them, period. That will decrease our weight significantly. We do have some things that we could potentially sell, but we should be fine all the same. The weight is the most important. So we're going to bulk sell here. Sell all these. We don't need the... We'll keep the apprentice lockpicks, obviously. And there we go. Alright, our weight problem has been finalized to a degree. Hey, little one. I see you can... Okay. Magic.
Access. Yes.
Ember gives him a lighthearted smile. I'm just like you. I came to the thick, so that the thick wouldn't come to the other kids, like your granddaughter. Well, I'll be so little and yet more courage than some officers. The old man runs his rough hand over her hair and smiles. The crow on her shoulder rubs his head on his hand like a cat. How can you take the load off my mind? I reckon it's not just my arm you've healed. The soldier leaves, shaking his head pensively. Ember waves happily, then turns around and notices you. Hi. Do they often come to you for help like this? Demons keep hurting them. I keep healing them. But you know, it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me, they say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength. But I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. What if something I say is wrong? Maybe I should keep quiet, but I can tell that my words make them feel better. I guess I'm confused. Don't second-guess yourself. You're helping all of us. The soldiers, our companions, and me. You think so? I think I'm just wandering around saying silly things. Alright, it must be true if you say so. Alright, well, with that, I do believe we just want to look around a little bit. But yeah, no, we're not going to be helping the Hellknights, obviously, like I've said.
We march ahead.
Because, they're not a fun experience, to say the least. Okay, I guess we'll talk with Sociel and, everybody else. But first, let's talk with the Viscillary here. Let's see if we can't get some stuff here. Price in ascending order. Let's see, we got the ring, which we don't need. Got a lot of gold, though, so that's nice. Let's see, what can we get here? Mage armor is always going to be a useful tool, but we should have enough that we should be fine. Shield we will need more of as we go on. But honestly, as long as we freak at this shop every now and again, we should be able to get enough shield that we should be fine. We'll buy 3 scrolls of shield. How's our mage armor looking? Mage armor should be in the same category. We'll go by price in descending order, obviously. We're going to need 2 scrolls of mage armor. There we go. What else do we need? Potions are a negligible thing that we don't need right now. Although we could buy them. We don't necessarily need them. I'll buy them just so we have them. Why not? Blur we could certainly do with more. I'll buy 4. Bull Strength, always need them. Cat's Grace. We'll buy 4 just... We'll have 4 just in case. I'll put 1 away here so that way we got 4 period. We're gonna need Owl's Wisdom, so we'll get 4 of those. There we go. Don't need to worry about invisibility. We should probably get a summon, actually. Summons would actually be really good. Sense Vitals is also pretty good, because that gives an additional d6 per... Yeah, it gives a d6 for every 3 cast levels beyond 3rd. So we'd only get an extra d6 of damage if we were to use this, so not really that good. Not going to use that then. What else do we got? We're going to need Scrolls of Displacement, obviously. I'm going to get 10 for now. Haste, not too much. We're definitely going to get more Heroism, because that's obviously going to be useful. We don't need Haste as much. What else? Protection from arrows, we've already got covered. Scroll of Rage. That increases our strength and constitution, which we don't want. What else? We could use Vampiric Touch here. This is going to give us 5d6 damage, and then we can heal ourselves for... Well, we get a temporary HP of equal to the damage we deal, which is option. We don't need Stone Fist, as far as I'm concerned. Shocking Grasp wands are eh. V-Shape 2, tempting, but not required. Let's see. Death Ward, we should probably grab some. We'll grab 3 for now. Don't need the Dragon Breast. We got the Elemental Body options here, which is going to be interesting, to say the least. Boss Life Greater, yet, nope. Scroll of Restoration. We'll grab 6 of those, because that's going to actually remove our exhaustion, which would save us a lot of trouble. Let's get 6. Let's remove 1 of each from here. There we go. That should be enough. It's a bit costly of an endeavor, but it needs to be done because obviously we need more, you know, stacking bonuses that are going to help us. And this is just the way that we go about doing things here. Okay, Sela... Yeah, no, we're going to need to talk with these two, so we'll save here. I do believe this will give us some experience that we can work with, and then we can wrap it up here. So you look sad and pensive. Yeah, it's good to see you. Get this. Jana, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running towards Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had the sinking feeling that I've made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the whirlwind wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Gianna, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Balan. Thought we were kindred spirits, friends, through thick and thin, but looks like I got wrong about him too. Don't lose your trust in people so easily, Sela. So what if you made a few mistakes? There's no reason to give up on your ideals. Somebody has to show people that there's a better path. Sela's expression brightens. Thank you, friend. Needed support. Thank you for listening to my grumbling, and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Gianna and see if I can talk some sense into her, and find out why Curl did what he did. I still can't stop thinking about what Elan told me at the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomade should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. It means I need to be 3 times as hard as myself now. As is natural. As is natural. From here, we can go into the tent and talk with Sociel. Alright, let's go outside. It doesn't seem like Sociel has anything to say to us, so I'm not going to bother. Alright, what else do we got? Let's see. We've done most of the companion quests. We need to visit the Nameless Ruins with Ninio. We need to secure an invitation to the Heaven's Edge from Darren. And we need a Call of Memory, so we need to go to Kurtaglen.
Our path leads.
So I guess we'll talk with Darren here. Are you really going to throw a banquet at the very place? Are you really going to throw a banquet at the very place where your whole family died? Let's continue this discussion after the battle for Dresden. If you want to celebrate your triumph, we have to make it happen first. Alright. So, after the battle, we'll probably do this quest. It's not necessarily a hard quest to complete. In fact, it's quite easy in hindsight. I just want to do it after, simply because it seems more thematically sense-worthy. But I digress. What else can we do here? We've already done that. We just need to now visit the Nameless Ruins. And the rest is basically just going to fall into place. We've basically got everything else sorted out. We just need to make sure we are good to go. We are a little overloaded. We are going to need to rest here, I do believe. Oh, hello. Who was the elf that was talking to you? Okay. Alright, well, with that, I think we are going to make it a rest. And then when we're finished with that rest, I will, probably wrap it up.
Godspeed.
So we're going to quickly get a rest in. It's been a while since we've had one, and we are exhausted, so might as well get the hours in. Alright. Takes 9 hours to rest, but it's necessary. Alright, we're gonna go to the area exit here. And it does appear that, unfortunately, we did not get much from our level in, Fighter, unfortunately. But considering we need to hit level 8 Mutation Warrior anyways, I am gonna stick with the level that I got here for obvious reasons. But yeah, no, we need to keep stacking up the levels in Fighter, because obviously we need to stack up to level 8. And hey, we can get into weapon training as well, so that's nice. Yeah, so we can get into weapon training natural, which will increase our attack rolls by an additional +1. In addition to that, it's also going to help us just build towards mutagen discovery. I'm not sure if I go with feral mutagen or not, but we'll have to see. But considering it's going to give us our bite and claw attacks, that might be a good idea. And I do believe feral wings does give us an AC boost, so that is something worth noting. But I'm not sure if we go that route, if at all. I gain the ability to heal from wounds rapidly. As a free action once per round, I can heal 5 hit points, as if I had the fast healing ability. I can heal 5 points per day in this manner for every 2 alchemist levels I possess. This is absolutely going to be useless to us, I feel. So, don't expect that to be really useful in any aspect of things, so, yeah. That's just going to be something. I'm just wondering if I get anything better here. True mutagen. A grand discovery, okay. Okay, so how do I get the next best part of the mutagen then, huh? Fusion, nope. I'm not sure how I get the improved mutagens, but it does seem that a grand discovery requires, we can either get awakened intellect, which will give us a +2 permanently to our intelligence. We can get a straight-up fast healing, which is nice. Or we can go with the true mutagen, which will increase the natural armor bonus by 8. And we get an 8 to alchemical bonus to strength, dex, and con. At a -2 to int, wiz, and criz. Which is pretty potent, I must admit. I don't think we're actually going to get it, though, unfortunately. We need a grand discovery, which is kind of impossible for us at this point. Ah, well. For now, we should be fine. Let's just exit out of the area. I think we got everything that we need. So now we can get going. And we did manage to get the materials necessary, so that way we can deal with the exhaustion at a whim. So we should be good there. But I digress. So, the situation, we'll quickly just go through our Advanced Squadron A here. We are going to need to deal with this demon army after all, so I'll probably target this one here. It's going to be a bit risky, but considering we do have a caster here, this is probably going to be the easier of the fights that we are going to be running into. We'll go from there. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Okay, let's see. All of them are basically going at the same time. We just need to choose a target and go from it. There we go. Clear out one, and we'll go from the next. Oh, there you go. Let's hope we can actually handle this. Otherwise, we're going to have to probably load. Alright, we're going to whittle this group down here. There we go. Blow this group up. There we go. Ow. There goes some damage there. There goes the majority of our archers, to say the least. Oh, there goes some more warriors. Okay. We're gonna take you out. There we go. Gonna break the lines on this one here. Let's disintegrate you. Alright, we're gonna whittle these guys down now. And they're gonna start breaking our archer numbers here. We should be fine, though. Yeah, we'll whittle them down eventually. It's just a matter of time. There we go. Alright, we are going to disintegrate this group here. Make it easier for us. There we go. Now we blow these guys up. Now our warriors are going to have a bit of a trouble. Alright. Destroy this group. Let's disintegrate this group here. Let's see. 293. Let's hope this is going to mitigate enough. Yep, 293. We should be able to recover our entire forces here just through sheer luck. Or sheer, balance of power being in our favor. Yep. Nope, we've managed to recover all of our units from that fight. It was difficult, but we managed to persevere and keep all of our units alive. So there we go. That's nice. Saves us a whole lot of problems, and we actually recovered a relic as part of it, so that's nice. Let's save here. I'm not sure what this is going to yield, but we can still check all the same. Alright. Nightingale Grove and the Corundum Unsolved. I guess we will go over to... I guess we've got plenty of options available to us. So here's what I'm probably going to do. For next stream, what we're going to do is we're going to work our way over to the Corundum Unsolved. Then we will work our way over to the Nightingale Grove before turning back around to get to Moondance Meadow. And we're probably going to visit Chili Creek. From there, we are going to have our armies obviously burst through here, and we're probably going to visit over in the Nameless Ruins. But I digress. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.